Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Future Stars Live on Hidayat TV. I'm your host Hassan Shah, and today we are talking about the waladat of Imam Hassan alayhi salam, and we're going going over a few things that we talked about last week about fasting as well. So before I continue, I'd like to introduce my guests.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Misbah.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Mohsin.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Ali.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Aki.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Hussain.
Thank you for the introduction, and like we do on every show, Misbah is going to read the surah, Mohsin is going to read the translation. So can we start them off with the loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil faraj.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr wa ma adraka ma laylatul qadr. Laylatul qadri khayrum min alf shahr. Tanazzalul malaikatu war ruhu fiha bi izni rabbihim min kulli amr. Salamun hiya hatta matla'il fajr. Sadaqallahu al-aliyyil azim.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. What is the night of power? The night of power is better the night of power is better than 1,000 months. The agent and the spirits descend therein by the permission of the Lord with all decrees. That night is peace until the rising of the dawn. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil faraj. Thank you, Mohsin and Misbah. And remember, whenever you're reading surah, make sure you read the translation as well, so you know the history behind it and also how you can implement it into your life. So last week, what were we talking about?
Fasting.
Yeah, we're talking about fasting and like the importance of it. Yeah, and mostly the benefits of fasting. And now Hussein is just going to go over, before we go into Imam Hassan alayhi salam, because it is his waladat, he's going to talk about the people who are exempted from fasting, if you understand what I mean. Exempted from fasting. So can we start with saying off with the loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
People exempted from fasting. There are two categories: those who will not fast and have no qaza to give. Those will give qaza later when the holy month of Ramadan is over. Men and women who are not capable of fasting because of advanced old age are totally exempted. They do not have to give qaza later. Those elderly people who find it very difficult to fast are also exempted, but they have to pay a redemption fida of 1 mud, i.e. 3 to 4 kilograms of food, or an equivalent amount of money in lieu of each fast to the poor and needy. It is recommended that preference be given to wheat or barley. A person who, due to a certain illness, is unable to sustain and endure fast is exempted. However, in view of sanity of the holy month, he should not drink water to quench the thirst fully. Such a person will pay fida in place of each fast and will qaza if the illness is later cured. A mother is in the advanced stage of pregnancy will not fast if fasting is harmful to her or the baby. She will give fida in place of the fast and will give qaza later. A mother who is nursing her child is exempted if she fears that fasting might reduce the supply of milk for the child. She will give fida in place of the fast she has missed and will give qaza later. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. So they was he talking about the few points of what makes you
Exempted.
From fasting. And he gave like what you should do after it also as well. And Hussein's gonna talk a little bit more as well. So can we start him off with the loud salawat again? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Fasting when traveling. Traveling means having reached outside the boundaries of the city, town or village on your way to a journey that is a total of 28 or more miles. On a day one has the intention of traveling, one will not break the fast while still at home or in the city. The fast will be broken once you cross the boundary of your hometown. At any place where you pray qasr, you will not fast. If you have traveled to a place where you stay will be less than 10 days, you will pray qasr of further prayers of 4 rakats and you will not fast. You will give qaza later. The people whose job is that of travelling, i.e. pilot, crew, drivers, etc., or one who undertakes a journey for a sinful purpose must fast even while they are travelling, and their prayer will not be qaza either. To travel for the sole purpose of not fasting is allowed, but it is better for if you do not do that. If you travel from a place where you live if you travel from the place where you live after the time, when you leave after the time of Zuhr, you will complete the fast. However, if you travel before the time of Zuhr, you will not fast. The day you arrive back from your trip, if you reach the boundaries of your hometown before the time of Zuhr, you do not have anything that and you have not done anything that would break your fast, then you must fast on that day. However, if you reach the boundaries of your hometown after the time of Dhuhr, you will not fast and give qaza after Ramadan. If a person makes a vow for a sunnah fast on a particular day and he finds that he has to travel on that day, then because he has specified the day that he was going to keep the sunnah fast, he can fire while journeying. The same applies to a person who makes a vow to keep a sunnah fast on a particular day, regardless of whether he is going to travel on that day or not. However, if a person makes a vow to fast but does not specify the day, then he cannot fast if he is going to travel. A traveler can observe a sunnah fast in Medina on 3 days if their main purpose for praying or for the fulfillment of their needs, and it is better that those 3 days are Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. If a person does not know that a traveler cannot fast and finds out during the fast, her fast becomes batil. However, if he does not find out about it until sunset, their fast is valid. Surat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Thank you, Saint. So now we know what are like the rules on what when people get exempted from fasting, and even so he talked there now when he was talking about traveling and the way how if we travel more than how many miles, you saying, what do you say, 28
miles,
yeah, like past your homeland, so, and that's when you're not supposed to fast. And he was saying if that time past Dhuhr, what namaz is that? What namaz of the day is that? Dhuhr.
Third or fourth?
No, not third. Fajr. Then
Second.
the second.
Oh, second.
It's the second prayer of the day. So if it's past Dhuhr time, then and then you're like about to leave, but you don't leave, and it's past Dhuhr time, then you have to, what do you do? You keep
your fast.
Yeah, you keep your fast. So thank you for that, Hussein. So now Mohsin is going to talk about our main topic that we're going to start today is what's that topic?
Imam Hassan.
Imam Hassan alayhi salam, because it is his what?
Waladat.
Yeah, waladat. So can we start him off with a loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Name Hassan. Title Al-Mujtaba. Ghanayat Abu Muhammad, born at Medina on Tuesday, 15th Ramadan, 3 AH. Father name Ali ibn Abu Talib. Mother's name Fatima, daughter of the Holy Prophet, died at the age of 46 at Medina on Thursday, 28th Safar. Buried at Jannat al-Baqi in Medina. Imam Hassan, the elder son of Hazrat Ali and Janab-e Fatima, was born on the 15th of Ramadan 3 AH in Medina. Having received the happy news of his grandson, birth of the Holy Prophet, came to his house of his beloved daughter, took the newly born in his arms, recited the Azan and the Iqamat, called for prayers in his right and left ears respectively, and in complaints with God. Command named Hassan, meaning handsome or righteous. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Thank you. Thanks, Mohsin. So, what was Mohsin talking about there? So he gave at the start talking about his names and what else did he start off? Talk about his names and what else? What is al-Mujtaba? His title. Yeah, his title, and then his what else? Kunyat, and then he talked about his birth, and his father and his mother and his death. So and he gave dates here. So and then he talked about when he was born, and then talked about his mother and father, obviously, and then what else? What did he say? So when Imam Hassan alayhi salam was born, what happened? What did the Prophet do?
The Prophet recited the Azan and the Iqamah.
Yeah, Prophet was the Azan and the Iqamah in his right and left ear, and then it was like how did he get the name?
Because of
what did he say, that it was a command?
From God.
Yeah, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then the name was given to Imam Hassan alayhi salam. So and we still got to remember about the things that Hussein said, because maybe in the middle of the show or at the end I might question you about it. So remember, you gonna remember those things? Yeah. Okay, so Hussein, you've got the next part, so can we start Hussein off with the loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Childhood. The first phase of 7 years of his infancy was blessed with the greatest patronage of the Holy Prophet, who gave him all his great qualities and adored him with divine knowledge to such an extent that he was outstanding in his knowledge, tolerance, intelligence, bounty, and valor. Being infallible by birth and decorated with heavenly knowledge by God, his insight had an access to Luh-e Mahfuz, the guarded tablet on which the transactions of mankind have been written by God for all eternity. The Holy Imam immediately became conversant with all the contents of any Quranic verse revealed when the Holy Prophet would disclose it to his associates. To the great surprise of the Holy Prophet, Janab-e Fatima would often recite the exact text of a newly revealed verse before he disclosed it personally to her. When he inquired, she informed him that it was Hassan through whom she had learned the revelation. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Thank you, Saint. And we're going to talk more about this topic because we've run out of time for this half of the show, so we'll see you in the next half of the show. But until then, good Hafiz.